Welcome to our science session with me, Terry Green, looking at solids, liquids and gases. In this session, we're going to look at what makes a solid solid, what makes a liquid liquid, and what makes a gas gas. Everything is made up of particles. Imagine particles as small balls, like this. These particles are constantly moving. The particles in solids, liquids and gases are all arranged and behave in different ways. So the properties of solids, liquids and gases depend on how these particles behave and are arranged. Let's have a look at these different ways. Solids. In a solid, the particles are all packed tightly together and arranged in a regular pattern. Remember, the particles are constantly moving, so in a solid, because they are tightly packed, they can't move easily, so they vibrate. The forces between the particles that hold them together is strong, and the particles do not move freely. Liquids. In a liquid, the particles are still close, but they are arranged randomly. Remember, the particles are constantly moving, so in a liquid, because the particles are close but not tightly packed, they move around a lot. The forces between the particles that hold them together are weaker in liquids than in solids. This enables them to move freely. Gases. In a gas, the particles are not close and are arranged randomly. Remember, the particles are constantly moving, so in a gas, because the particles are far apart, they move around very freely and they move around a lot. The forces between the particles are tiny compared with liquids. They move about very freely. So solids are solid because the particles are arranged in a pattern, are close together, and the forces acting between particles are strong. Liquids are liquid because the particles are arranged randomly, are close together, and the forces acting between the particles aren't as strong as in a solid. And gases are gas because the particles are arranged randomly, are not close together, and the forces acting between particles are the weakest. Simple, isn't it? Thanks for listening.